guys, welcome back to my channel, and once again, unfortunately, I do have another speed build for you guys. I promise. This is the last speed build that you guys will get for the rest of the 25 days of Sims. I got caught up with gift wrapping yesterday, and so instead of editing the video like I was supposed to, I was doing that, and so the video is not edited now. So I promise to have that video up tomorrow. Rags to Riches, Cottage Living Rags to Riches will be up tomorrow for sure. But for right now, we have another speed build. I really didn't have any specific idea of what I wanted to do for this build. It was kind of just whatever vibes that I wanted to go with, whatever was speaking to me in the moment and the time as I was building. I did make it into a tiny home because I just decided that I wanted to challenge myself a little bit with making that is one thing that I did want to do, is I wanted to challenge myself a little bit and make a tiny home that had a separate bedroom and a fully functional situation that didn't use a Murphy bed but still make it a tiny home. So that was one little thing that I wanted to do with this build that I had in mind. I will say as well, this build is not base game. Like I've been saying in the past with my past couple of other speed builds, is I have been trying to make sure that I don't overdo it with the packs. And try and stick to just a few packs, but I didn't do that this time. There is quite a few packs in there. It's not every single pack by any means, but there's quite a few in here. So I did not hold back necessarily. I struggled with the layout of this kitchen just to figure out what was not only functional but just nice looking. So I went back and forth for quite a bit, as you saw there with the kitchen, until I finally settled on things. I really like the look of a kitchen with either the sink or the stovetop on the island counter. But obviously that wasn't really working with this situation since it is such a small space and everything. And with this build, I will say as well, just the last speed build that I did try in some ways to use things that I normally wouldn't use, are colors and swatches and stuff that I normally wouldn't use. I did try and do that here in some places, but not everywhere. I struggled with that little bit of the roof, so it's kind of just an open area right there. I thought about making it where it had a proper fence, but it just didn't look right, so I just went with that small short fence looking thing, and that's what I did with that. I don't think it looks the best, but I just could not figure out how to put any roof pieces on that area, so we just went with that. And right now you can see that I'm trying to find something to put above the door, because I just felt that was just a lot of space just hanging right there above the door. But I couldn't find anything that I liked, so I just made it into a little overhang porch situation instead, because I just thought that looked better. And also in this living room area, I struggled quite a bit since it was all angled and everything. It was kind of hard to fit a good bit in here, because I wanted to make sure that, you obviously had your entertainment TV situation. And then I also wanted it to be functional, where it had a desk and chair and computer and everything. So you could actually play it, because with The Sims 4, you kind of need to have a computer in some ways, because either it will help with your skill building or it will be related to your job or something. You basically kind of need to have a computer for the most part. So that's what I went with. I went with that little section situation there. I made the bedroom a little bit smaller. For what reason, the world may never know. But I did make it a little bit smaller. I guess maybe probably just to tighten it up. I built this about a month ago, so my memory of what I was thinking as I was building this it really isn't there. It's not there at all. But I think most of this room, if not everything, most of it is like snowy escape. All of the windows I know for a fact are snowy escape. I used a lot of snowy escape in this build. But I think for the most part, I know for a fact, I thought that I was finished. But as you clearly probably are looking at this, you're probably wondering, there's an important piece missing. And yes, this is the moment that I realized that I did not have a bathroom. So that's why I ended up having to make the kitchen a little bit smaller to kind of make some space for the bathroom in order to keep it a tiny home and everything. I don't know how I completely forgot about a bathroom, but I did. I managed to do that. And so once again, I have to deal with this stupid roof, which I hated this roof so much. It was just such a struggle for me because it just didn't look right and it was like off a little bit. Yeah, I just really struggle with roofs. Like, they're not my friend. But eventually I decide on something. It's not perfect, but it works. I basically just I keep like the main bit of the roof and I just add a little section there like that to kind of cover that. I wasn't completely happy with it, but it did the job. I had to make it work. And then since I already have my bathroom and everything, I go back in and kind of just change a few things, add a few things, decide on the color. I was trying to go for like a different color bathroom besides my basic white bathroom, but I went with my basic white bathroom instead. But I will say, because I went with my basic white bathroom, I went and I decided to add like a good bit of color. I decided to add like a bunch of yellow and stuff in there. Not a lot, but like a little bit. And then I decided to try to venture out of my comfort zone a little bit with the kitchen and do a different tiling in the kitchen to make it more interesting. I go to a bunch of different ones before I decide on one finally. And then I never add like a lot of the like decor bits to the bathrooms and stuff, so I decided to do that this time. I added like a little bit more, added some soap and shampoo and whatever that may be, and then I did go and change. I did decide to change the color of the main area's walls just because I felt like it. I just thought it went better with what I had, and then I go and just do some last minute touches to the outside and everything. And I will say, clearly, the concept of shrubbery escaped me when I was doing this build because there was no landscaping or anything. Because I went back in and I already did like my screenshots and everything for the video and everything. And I saw clearly that there was no landscaping at all done. So I added landscaping. So it's up on the gallery with landscaping, unlike in this video. And eventually, I don't know when, but I know eventually what I do is I knock down one of the walls that's connecting the bedroom and like the living room. And so it's kind of like more of an open space because I just really thought that was like a neat little thing to do, and it looked cool, so that's what I did. But right now I'm struggling with deciding on what rug to put down. But any moment now, hopefully, maybe, you will see me knock down the wall, and then I have to like shift the couch a little bit, which really irritated me because that meant the couch and the TV and everything, they weren't perfectly centered like how I would like them to be, but I really like the look of the kind of open-ish floor plan. At least it was more open than it was before. But I'm just doing some last minute additions and changes and everything, going crazy. But the video is coming to an end, and so I'm gonna go ahead and close out with you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did enjoy it, you could go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You could also do a little comment down below, and you can also subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.
you.